Hi, it's Craig Wilson from Avid here, demonstrating some of the AI features that were shown at the recent IBC trade show. And here, this is inside of MediaCentral Cloud UX. This is a browser-based tool that gives me access to all of my Avid MediaCentral production systems. Now, I'm going to point out a couple of icons here at the top right-hand side. And if I click on this one, this is the Avid Ada chatbot. So I'm going to say hi to Ada. And I can ask Ada a question. So how do I create a story in the Rundown app in MediaCentral Cloud UX? So Ada's now thinking. That Ada has access to all of the product documentation from Avid, all of the help information, and also all of the information that's in our Avid knowledge base. So what Ada is doing here is it's coming back to me with suggestions. If I just scroll up a little bit, here it's telling me how to navigate to where I need to go to create the story, how to create the story itself, and what to do. In addition to that, it's also then providing me with links to the actual documentation itself. So you can ask Ada any question about features and functionality here inside of MediaCentral Cloud UX, and they'll come back with suggestions for, as I say, how to actually carry it out, but also links to the help documentation. So that was one element that was demonstrated. But another element is what's called the recommendation engine, and then from that, what's called the summary and transcript engine. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So to show you that, I'm going to go into my MediaCentral Collaborate system, and I've got inside my MediaCentral Collaborate system. And MediaCentral Collaborate, if you don't know, it's a story-centric tool for planning, content sharing, project tracking, has some lots and lots of very, very cool features inside it. And I'm going to go inside what's called an assignment. And then inside this assignment, I'm going to create what's called a note. So here inside the note, I'm just going to enable the Ada recommendation engine. I'm just going to pop it across here. And I'm just going to type in some text. Now, I've actually got some text I'm just going to paste in here just so it'd save me a little bit of time in typing. And when I do that and hit the space bar, then what you'll see is the system is now going to recommend shots to me automatically. Now, if I was actually typing this, you would see the shots update automatically. So here I can see the first couple of shots also have a recommendation score with them as well. So if I double click on this, it then opens the clip in here inside of the MediaCentral player. And of course, I can see that this is Claudia, because the system is identifying who it is. And this is one of our MediaCentral Moments videos. If you haven't seen MediaCentral Moments, as I say, please go check it out. But as well as this, and this is doing this based on a simple analysis of the text that I've written, if I go to the B-roll tab here, then it's actually offering me other suggestions based on a semantic interpretation of what I've actually typed. So you can see here, it's also offering me shots of studios and offices as well. Now, I mentioned before that Claudia's clip is loaded here. I could, of course, come in and play it back, but it's a minute and a half long, or 1:42. I can now use this little icon, looks like a little brain, and the system here is now going to automatically summarize the content of what Claudia has said. So this is using some integrated AI technology that we have to actually go in and generate the summary. Now you can see here I can choose to have a small summary, a medium summary, a more comprehensive one. I can also have the option of having different languages. So for example, I could go in here and I could say, actually what I want to see is, I want to see this summary in German. So again, if you have a clip that perhaps is in a language you don't understand, you want the system to automatically translate it, then that is something that the system itself can actually do. And as well as generating the summary, the other thing that you'll also see here is that we can also provide a transcript. And again, you'll also see here that we have the option of translating the transcript as well into other languages. Now you see the transcript here also comes with time-coded information, and that's because we also have this option here to store these as markers. So if I select to store this as markers, and here in the storyboard tab, I change my view from thumbnails to looking at the markers that are added onto audio track 1, here in audio track 1 is the transcript that's automatically been added. You can see the markers added here to the text. Now these markers are of course searchable within the system. They are also searchable and usable inside Media Composer and also inside Adobe Premiere Pro as well through the MediaCentral panel that we have. So in addition to those capabilities, we also demonstrated some AI functionality that's existed inside the MediaCentral system for some time. This relates to search. So here I'm in the search app in MediaCentral Cloud UX, and I'm going to do what's called phonetic searching. And phonetic searching is a way of searching inside the audio of clips itself. So I'm going to search for a particular phrase called human in the loop, run the search, and the system is analyzing the audio frames for what matches this phrase. So here I can see I've got search results. If I double click on the clip to open it up, I can go to the hits tab, and here in the hits tab, I can see that there are a couple of occasions where this person says the words human in the loop, which of course I can play back, and they talk about the human in the loop. So that's phonetic searching. But in addition to that, and this is being done by a local, on-prem system, but in addition to that, we also have integration with analytics services as well, from Microsoft Azure and also now from AWS as well. So I'm just going to clear out this search, and I've actually got a search favorite set up just to save me a little bit of time here. So if I go to my public searches and I run this search, then you see here what we're doing is we're searching based on facial detection, speech to text, keywords, optical character recognition, which is what OCR is. And again, this time if I open up this clip and I go into my storyboard tab, this is when I have access to all of the different layers of metadata that exist. So for example, there is the face detection layer, and I can see that this is where Gina is on this clip. If I also see here, we have optical character recognition. Now what this is doing is it's actually reading the text on the screen, and it can see the words which are here. We also have other options that we can also have, including speech-to-text transcription. So this is something that's existed, as I say, within MediaCentral for some time, but now in addition to those other elements that were demonstrated at IBC. So hopefully that's given you a good picture of what was shown relating to AI development around MediaCentral at the IBC trade show.